Hi guys, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. I may seem a bit like sweaty and kind of like ugh, but I literally have just gotten back from the gym and I've just gotten out the shower because I need to film this so quickly because I'm literally going out in like 10 minutes. Basically, I wanted to do a new video for me. It's something I've been thinking about doing on and off now for the last couple of weeks, and I really like the idea of it. And basically I want to do like a sort of like a reading vlog, and I know these are like very popular and not an original thing, but I just really like the idea of it, especially with reading, you know, new and popular books. I just think it's a great way to sort of get my first thoughts on, you know, the first week of reading it, and I can share that sort of experience with you before I end up eventually doing a full review. So the book I have decided to kick off this new video for me is The Smoke Thieves by Sally Green. Look how pretty this is. Look! I'm really excited to read this. You've no idea. I absolutely adored just, oh my goodness, her first series, the Half Bad trilogy, destroyed me on so many levels. It was absolutely amazing. So I don't want to say I have high hopes and high expectations for this book, but I'm going into this with a very open mind of, you know, that book was soul crushingly amazing and it was one of the best series I've ever read. I don't want to get my hopes up too much for this, but I'm hoping it's going to be good. What is it about, you may ask? Well, let's find out. In Brigade, Princess Catherine prepares to marry a man she's never met, while her true love Ambrose faces the executioner's block. In Calidor, downtrodden servant March seeks revenge on a prince who betrayed his people. In Pretoria, Eden stands at a crossroads, family and fortune one way, destruction the other. And in the barren northern territories, Tab is facing her demons, literally. As the kingdom's alliances shift and shatter, these 5 young people find their futures inexcusably linked by a mysterious bottle of demon smoke, and by the unpredictable tides of war. Who will rise, who will fall, and who will unlock the secrets of the smoke? It sounds really different from Half Bad. Obviously you had like the whole magic elements of this. Sounds a little bit more so maybe like high fantasy. Also it seems like we've got some female leads in this as well, whereas the other one was very much male driven. So it'll be really interesting to see her writing style for a female lead. Obviously we had females in the previous book, but yeah. I will start this tomorrow. I'm so excited to start this. You've no idea. So I'm going to read this on my lunch break. So hopefully I'll get about 30 to 40 pages read. It's really hard to sort of determine because luckily my little ops team, the people I actually work with, they read as well, which is so nice. It's really lovely because it means, you know, we can just sit, chill out and have some time to ourselves. But obviously it's people from other departments and management who come in and they say hi and then we start chatting, and I'm kind of like I don't want to seem rude, but at the same time I'm just a bit like, I don't want to be that person, but I really just like go away. So I'm really so looking forward to reading this. I'm hoping I'll be able to read some more tomorrow when I get home, but I'm meant to be meeting an old colleague for lunch tomorrow. I haven't heard back from her, so I'm not really sure. I didn't actually think I was going to start this book until the start of September, but I finished my current read, well, not my now current read anymore, but the book that I'll be talking about actually in this Sunday's coming video, which will technically be last Sunday's video, which was Eternal Days, I think, or something like that. Infinite Days? No, the sequel to Infinite Days, which is like Eternal something. I don't know. I've forgotten already. Yeah, I finished that literally within 3 days. I was so surprised and really happy because I really didn't think I would finish that. So bring this on.
Next level.
Hi guys, so I didn't actually get much reading done today. It's like I had some kind of premonition, and yeah, I kept just being sort of like stopped by people coming in when I was on my lunch break. They kept kind of talking, and it was one of those things like they weren't even talking about anything like in general, but it was just so annoying. I just couldn't like just read anything. I read the first chapter. What I read of it I really liked so far. She's really setting up really nicely. The first main character is literally like 13 years old, so I was really actually quite surprised about the age. We're already getting into the whole demons and the demon smoke thing. Like it's happening really quick actually. I didn't think it would happen that fast. If you've spotted, yes, I'm wearing the same top from my first bit, but I wore it for like 2 hours yesterday, so it doesn't count. I had a lovely catch up and lunch with my friend. She's literally like a surrogate mum to me. I absolutely love her. She is so much fun. She's literally off her rocker. So tomorrow is Thursday, so again, I'll be reading on my lunch break. I'm going to the gym at around 4:30. So I will probably try and get some more read once I'm back from the gym. So I'll probably be able to get an hour and a half in. So hopefully I can really kind of make some more headway with it, because so far, even though I've only read that one bit, I just really like the feel of it, and I think she started with such a good, strong opening chapter. So I am back from work. I am gonna quickly finish this very delicious pastry, and then I'm going to film this Sunday's video, which is my August wrap up and my September TBR, and then I will edit that all tomorrow. I won't bother doing that today, but I will do that tomorrow once I'm done with work then. But I will be able to get in some more reading today. What I read so far and my lunch break, which I read a lot more than yesterday. I'm really loving the idea of it. I just feel like it's laying the groundwork for something great. The Kingdom sounds like really kind of crazy, so I'm really kind of looking forward to this. I'm trying not to get too excited about it, but I can't help it. I'm gonna eat my pastry, film, read, maybe take a nap, because I feel like I'm gonna need a nap. I feel like that will happen.
Next level.
I am home once more. It is now my weekend off, so I can just, do nothing. But I've managed to convince Mum to leave the house, so yay, I have the place to myself. I will not lie to you, I will mostly be binge watching TV. I sort of like to do on my days off. But I will be making a conscious effort to read at least an hour or 2 hours a day if I can, as if like my mum was still here, because I would normally maybe read from about 5:30, 6ish until we had food, or until about 7:30. So I will be definitely trying to still make that conscious effort. So I will have to hit pause on Netflix. It'll be hard, but I can do it. For today's agenda, I will be filming, no I won't, I will be editing the video I filmed yesterday, which is my August wrap up and September TBR. So I'm going to edit that now. I'm just going to make some scrambled eggs real quick. It's my scrambled eggs for people who don't eat eggs. It involves a lot of sweet chilli, I'll tell you that now. So I'm going to do that now, and then I will edit, and then I'll watch some TV, and then I'll be going to the gym, because I didn't go yesterday. Weekend-wise, let's have a think. So yeah, a lot of binge watching of TV. I will be reading. I don't know if I will get anything read on Saturday, if I'm honest. I've got people coming round, so we're gonna, probably watch films, drink, eat food. I'm gonna get Mexican takeaway. Yeah! Saturday is very unlikely that I will read anything, and then Sunday again will be another day of binge watching TV. I know I sound like I'm living life to the fullest right now, don't I? So yeah, I will be doing that, and then at some point I will be going to the gym, hopefully early afternoonish, and then my mum will be back sort of late afternoon, and then I will probably get some more readings then. And as I'm editing my video now, which is something I normally do on a Sunday, I can literally just like set it up to upload, so I won't even have to worry about that. So that is my plan. Hopefully it will work, but yeah, definitely doubt that I will get any reading done tomorrow. I'd be really surprised. I guess it just depends. Well, my friend kind of finishes work at like about 4, so she'd be here by 4:30 anyway. So yeah, I doubt I'll read when I want to watch like TV. I feel like terrible. I feel awful. But I'm gonna go get some food now, because I'm going to the gym at about 4, so I should maybe eat. Because it is 10 to 2, so yeah, I should probably eat something. I'm gonna do some more yoga again today. I have this weird pain in the side of my leg, and I don't know what it is or where it's from. So that's great. So I feel like, I need like a really good kind of I feel like I need to lie on the floor and have someone pull on my leg. I think that's what I actually need. I have so much clearing up to do before my mum gets back. Luckily, all the takeaway stuff is recyclable, so literally, like, I could just throw that straight in there. and not have to worry about that. I think a cup of tea is the right way to go right now. Sunday. I haven't read as much as I really should have. I've only read about 118 pages so far. I don't know, I had the house to myself, so I was just like, I don't know, but I was bad. But like I said, I've really enjoyed the story so far. I think it's been really good. I've just been really busy that I haven't been able to sort of fit anything extra in, which has really bugged me. It seems like so far away, having like the camera like that far away. It seems like really strange. I'm so used to it being like that. So I'm like, this is strange, I don't know what to do with myself, look at all this extra space. My Sunday has been very busy, which is very unlike me for a Sunday. Yeah, I ended up going to the gym quite early. I ended up going about 11 o'clock in the end. I had a text from my mum saying, oh, we've decided that we're going to come back early, whereas I think she was going to come back like late afternoon. She's like, oh, we can like go out for lunch and it'll be nice. And I was like, oh god, I'm not even like dressed. So it's like, run to the gym. And I was like there for about an hour, and I had to come back, I had to shower, and I had to get dressed and like make up really quickly, and I'm not even kidding when I say this. Like, I was pretty much like in my underwear and I heard the door go and I was like, oh my god. I was like, run and throw some clothes on. I don't know if you can see like my really cool trousers. I'm going to show you them because I actually like really love them. They're very different for me. I know I showed you like the cool like mustard yellow top that I have. This is part of the pushing out the comfort zone and wearing cool things. I don't even know. So Sunday has been, yeah, quite a busy day. So we had a really nice lunch. I went to the same place I went to on Wednesday at the very end of the pier, so it was really nice down there. And we had like a nice little stroll along the beach, had an ice cream. You know, kind of did like what you should do when you live by like the seaside. So now that I'm back, I need to wash my hair like really badly. It feels like really gross, so I'm going to do that quickly. And then hopefully, I can fit in a little bit of reading. That is my aim. That is like my ultimate aim. But yeah, we're going to see how that actually pans out. 'Cause I'm quite tired actually. This week has felt quite long. I know I didn't film yesterday. I was meant to, but because I had friends round, I just kind of didn't, and I just didn't know what to film. But it was really fun. We had like a really nice evening. We had like Mexican takeaway, and I had chicken and chorizo tacos, which are very nice. I got like a side of green rice, so I've got lots of like meat and stuff left over, so I can have that for my lunch tomorrow. Because it was really fun, and we just watched Netflix and just sort of had that in the background, and we just like had lots of drinks. We didn't end up going to bed until like 1:30. My friend's girlfriend, she came home from Essex early and then picked her up. I think she got like stuck at Gatwick or something, so she didn't get to us till about 1, and then my other friends stayed over. So yeah, we had quite a late one, but for me, even though we went to bed that late and I ended up getting up I think at like 8, I think, for me that's still probably more sleep than I would normally get on the days when I have to get up at 4 in the morning, so it still felt like a weird lie. This is totally irrelevant, but I'm having the best hair day right now, and I just wanted to share that with you. So yeah. Also, I just realised you can see me in my uniform, so there's also that. There's like no one in here, but people come in and out of there for like pharmacy stuff, so I'm kind of like checking. And now I'm thinking, oh my god, what's this on the side of it on the chest? I'm gonna stop. I really hope the sound on this is okay, because I am whispering just in case I don't want like someone to hear me and be like, who's she talking to? And I'm like, me. I'm on my lunch break. It's like 10. Ooh, gotta go. Bye. Oh my goodness, guys, you have no idea how good it feels to just sit down. So I've come to the end of my my read with me, my reading week, my reading vlog. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'm really hoping so much that when I have to go and edit this thing, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. So I ended up filming on both my camera and my phone, which you will probably be able to tell because there will definitely be a noticeable difference in quality of film. So I'm just hoping it's okay, because I would take my camera with me, but when I'm trying to film subtly, at work on my lunch break and stuff. I don't want to have to, because if I whip out a camera, everyone's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. And the same when I was out and about, it's just easier, like, if I just do it with my phone, you know, because I don't want to get, like, robbed. After today's lunch break, I got over halfway through with this book, which has actually really surprised me, considering I didn't read Friday and I didn't read Saturday. I didn't think I'd make it to halfway. I'm actually really surprised. Yeah, I was kind of a little bit lazy there, sorry. But yeah, I didn't actually think I'd make it that far, so I'm very surprised. But I think my trip to Brighton yesterday definitely helped actually a little bit. All of our characters have now been introduced. To begin with, it was mostly Tash and Catherine, and then via Catherine we got Ambrose, and eventually Ambrose got his own point of view, and we also had March. And then as our characters have travelled more, we have then been introduced to the final character. I don't know how you say his name. It kind of looks like it should be... Sorry, I was just downstairs moving around, maybe nervous. This is so weird because they like haven't been here because they were meant to move, and then like the sail fell through at the very end. They've kind of been coming in and out. We've been hearing the door going, and I finally spoke to her last night. But when I hear the door now go during the day, I'm like... And it does just sound like someone trying to break into our house. So it looks like his name should be Edwin. Like, just naturally to glance at it, it's E-D-Y-O-N. So in my head it's kind of like, oh, maybe it's like Ed-yon. But I actually read his name Eowyn, and I completely skipped the D. And I think it's because his name is similar to another character from a different book or film or something. So in my head I'm like, Eowyn. I'm like, I must try harder to like literally say his name properly. It's really interesting because at the moment everyone is very separate. Only two of them, Catherine and Ambrose, have a real actual connection, like actual proper knew each other before this book started. Tash has come into contact with March and Edwin, whatever, have come paths have crossed. So far, all of our characters have met each other other than Catherine and Ambrose. Only they have met each other. They haven't met anyone else to do with this. I'm really liking where this is going. At the moment, I can't figure out how any of this is meant to tie together. I'm kind of getting, it just feels like Catherine's story and kind of with Ambrose is kind of just one story. Everyone else's is like a separate story, but obviously somehow it's all going to come together with the whole kingdoms at war. So at the moment, Catherine has been shipped off to go marry because we are at that time, a bit like the Tudors, where basically your worth was because I could sell you off to be a bride so that they won't come invade my country. The life Catherine leads is really harsh. Like, the way her brothers just talk to her with such contempt and disdain, and her father barely grunts at her. It's quite just like, you would almost welcome being married off because there is no life for you whatsoever. But obviously her dad definitely has another agenda. Ambrose was her royal guard. He has sort of had to flee. He's been called a traitor, and basically this is the type of kingdom where if you do the slightest bit wrong, you are executed. Your entire family has to denounce you in public, and that is what happened to his sister, and she was executed. But there is this underlying of she found out something, and Ambrose is trying to figure that out and also kind of prevent a war, basically. But with Tash is the kind of, she's the youngest of them all. She's like 13. She was sort of plucked from a family by this guy called Gravel, and they are the demon hunters. They are the ones who steal the smoke. And her life is very interesting. She literally goes into the demon world to get this stuff, and I feel like she's going to end up stumbling into things. She doesn't really have a main tie, especially to the sort of the bigger plot. I don't know, like just the bigger scheme of things, but I think maybe what her and her guardian do is probably a really big part of things, but they just have no clue in it at the moment. That hasn't really been revealed. March is basically a race of humans who have been destroyed because of Catherine's father warring with his brother, and they were just these tiny little like mountainous people who were in the middle of it basically, and they just got kind of thrown under the bus, and it was like, so far it's just him and one other. They're called Albusks or something, or Ass. I'm just gonna say ass at this point, I don't know. He got taken in as a child by the prince of the other country, and he's raised him even though he is his servant. In his case, it's just finding out a lot of truths about what really happened, and him kind of turning traitor, I guess. So finally, you have Edwin Eowyn, who is obviously going to be he is going to be used as a pawn. At the moment, he is just the son of a traveller. He's pretty rubbish. He can't help it. He just steals shiny things and then he never learns from the consequences of these things, but he is at a crossroads at his life as to where, if he should, you know, where he should go. He seeks out like a fortune teller type person, and what she says constantly weighs on his mind and the decisions he now needs to make. It's definitely tying together nicely, especially with certain characters, and obviously they're just coming across each other, so it's going to be really interesting to see how, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, how actually they're all going to relate to each other. It's going to be definitely interesting. I definitely think I'll get this done by next week so that I can do a review, because I've tried not to give away too much now and just give out the general plot of things. Now I know it, there's nothing too spoilery, and now I feel like now I'm past that halfway mark. Everyone's been introduced, everyone's intentions are kind of there. Tash's like role is still a bit kind of like, okay. I now feel like we're really gonna get into like the meatier side of things. Like, I'm just hoping that stuff is gonna really kind of gain momentum and, you know, really kind of become like game changery. I don't know. If any of you have read this book, I would love to hear from you and your thoughts. I know I said this before, I think in a previous video, I think it was definitely my last one. I just feel like Sally Green just doesn't get enough love on BookTube or on Bookstagram. I just feel like, I mean, her Half Wild series, I always call it Half Wild, it's half bad. I don't know why I always call it Half Wild, but her Half Bad series was so good, and just like, it's like Harry Potter but kind of more for adults. It's amazing to have something from a male lead. It is amazing to have that level of emotion, and this is why I said I was really looking forward to this, because I'm so used to her writing male leads. It's now really interesting to have her write a female now. It's quite nice, and because it's split still between males and females, it's nice to have that. But that series was just so phenomenal, and you really have to pick it up. It's so good. It is very, whoa, there are some bits you sit there and you're like, oh wow, it's a bit like very abrasive, and you're like, just crap. there's no, it took me so by shock. Please, I so encourage you to just like seek her out, not literally like stalk her and find where she lives, like, I mean like seek her out in a library or a bookshop or on Goodreads or something, not like, you know, the crazy kind of seek her out. I just really hope like this is gonna go well and it'll be fine, and this won't be too much of a headache to try and piece together. I'm really hoping for the best, and it'll just slide into each other fine, because I really like doing this. I really like the idea of it. I really like the idea of sharing my thoughts as I read these books. You know, like that first week, your initial thoughts of where I think it's going, the characters, the world, like how it's being built. And especially if, you know, if I really thought this was really awful and then by the end I loved it. It's that sort of thing. So I really hope this kind of comes together well. I hope you guys like it, and if you do, it'll be great to like hear from you and hear some encouragement. So if you do enjoy this, then please give me a like. You know, your support and your encouragement means the world to me. I was chatting to someone yesterday. Trish, hi Trish, if you're watching. It was lovely seeing you yesterday in Brighton. I was chatting to her because she like does singing and stuff, and it is sometimes finding the motivation and the want to. For me, my new job has really allowed me to have more time to film. It's been a lot more open. My previous job was so restricting, and I constantly felt I was tired all the time, and I was clock watching all the time. I felt like I was always on a deadline, whereas this is something I enjoy, and it was becoming like, I mean, I hate the editing side, do not get me wrong. I'm just like, oh, I wish I could just give it to someone else to do. But this is something I enjoy, and that job was kind of making me think, oh, I'm so rambling, I'm terribly sorry, and I'm going on emotional. It's like I've received an Oscar or something. I'd like to thank my mother. I really hope you guys like it. If you like it, then give me a like, definitely comment. If you're new, subscribe and join the family, and I will see you in the next video. And gosh, I really hope that this video is okay. I'm going now, I promise, I swear.